Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beast here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is, did Ghost knew Ronnie? When it comes down to it, you got to think to yourself, did Ghost ever come across Ronnie? Did he ever meet him? You know, this is one of the things we wonder, because Ghost and Ronnie's characters are in the same universe, and Ghost is definitely alive right now in book one. He just has not been introduced just yet. But when it comes down to it, the main thing we're looking at is that did him and Ronnie meet one another? Now, when it comes down to it, there's a big chance that Ronnie and Ghost did meet one another, but we don't know. And I'm gonna tell you why we don't know. We don't know if Ronnie's gonna make it out of season 3 alive. I'm hoping he does. His popularity has skyrocketed as a power character. He's a very unexpected popular power character. I don't think they knew how popular Ronnie would be in all the Michael Myers comparisons, but they know by the work that man putting in the show that he was going to have some form of popularity, whether it's a popularity of liking him, of him being weird, or him being hated. He has everything. You have people who like him, you have people who hate him, you got people that are interested in him and seeing where he's going to go. There's people who saying he's potentially Breeze, and if he is Breeze, him and Ghost most definitely cross paths. But if he's just, you know, himself, and he came across Ronnie like Ghost came across Ronnie just being Ronnie, there's a big chance they encountered one another. I think that if Ronnie met Ghost, he would approach him the same way he approached Kanan, with trying to pretty much, you know, tell him how to do things and what to do and things of that nature. That's something that I think that he would definitely do, and try to, you know, school him on things. This is young Ghost we're talking about. We're not dealing with the boss of New York, the king of New York, the kingpin. We're talking about young Ghost that's on the up and coming, the one that they said Jukebox talked about being good with a trigger finger, the one who was a killer and ice cold. This is the Ghost we're talking about. So I'm pretty sure Ronnie would have liked this Ghost. He would have looked at him as if he was a soldier. He would have looked at him as if he was someone that he could pretty much trust. So for Ghost to be at a high place, that means that obviously him and Ronnie got along to something. That being said, that means that basically I think young Ghost and Ronnie would have gotten along together. But don't get it twisted, there would have been some disagreements. The thing about Ronnie is that Ronnie is very awkward with a lot of his approaches. He's a very direct person. He just seems like a very orderly person, very disciplined person. There's a lot about this character we don't know. We really don't know what motivates him, what made him into who he really is right now, why he is the way he is, or how he carried himself when he was in prison. If he was already like this before he got out of prison, which it seems as though Unique was used to him being the way he is, but not so used to him making trouble for him, that means that Ronnie's always been this way. And you got to wonder to yourself, what made Ronnie become the man that he is? And then you got to also wonder what he's an example of a lot of things that certain power characters will go on to be. The book one Kanan kind of favors Ronnie a lot. I'll just say that Kanan is just a bit more charismatic than Ronnie is, and he's one of those people who he doesn't really talk. He says less and listen more. That's the type of person Ronnie is. So if he was around Ghost, and Ghost was this type of person who carried himself a very similar way, didn't hardly talk, he'd only tell you what he wants you to know, very disciplined, straight to the point, then that means him and Ronnie would get along. But basically when it comes down to it, you know, you wonder to yourself, what kind of how would they react with one another? How would they be around one another? Would it be a situation where Ghost ends up getting into it with Ronnie? Would it be a situation where Ronnie feels as though he has to tell Ghost what to do? You never really know. But that's pretty much all I got to say in regards to that. I just want to say to all of you that it's your boy Bobby Beast here. Just want to say much love, much respect, hold it down, and ooh.